Hello, my name is Adam. Welcome to English Daily Progress. Today I want to talk about time, specifically about the time you think you do not have. You say, I have no time to learn a new skill. I have no time to study English. I have no time to improve myself. I am too busy. Work, family, responsibilities, there is no time left. But what if I told you something? What if I told you that you have hours of free time every single day? Hours that you are wasting, not because you are lazy, but because you do not see these hours as valuable. These hours are called dead time. And if you learn to use them, you can change your life. Today I will tell you about two people, Tatyana from Russia and Haruto from Japan. Both had no time. Both had full lives. Both had responsibilities. But both found dead time, and both used it to learn new skills. Tatyana learned English. Haruto learned web design. Both changed their lives in 1 year, using time they already had, but were wasting. Let's begin with Tatyana's story.
Chapter 1. Tatyana's Problem. Tatyana was 32 years old. She lived in Moscow, Russia. She worked as a nurse in a public hospital. Her job was hard. Long shifts, difficult patients, low salary. She wanted a better job with better pay, better conditions, better future. She saw job postings, good jobs, international medical companies, private hospitals. They paid 3 times more than her current salary. But they all required one thing: English. Tatyana knew some English. She studied it in school many years ago. But she could not speak it. She could not use it professionally. If she wanted those better jobs, she needed fluent English. So she decided to learn. But immediately she faced a problem. When could she study? Her schedule was brutal. She woke up at 6 a.m. She left home at 7 a.m. She arrived at the hospital at 9 a.m. 2 hours of commuting. 1 hour by metro, then a bus, then walking. 2 hours every single day. She worked from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., 9 hours. Then the commute back, another 2 hours. She arrived home at 8 p.m., exhausted. She made dinner, she cleaned, she took care of her mother who lived with her. By 10 p.m., she was completely drained. She went to bed, then woke up and did it all again. Where in this schedule could she find time to study English? Evening? She was too tired. Her brain was not working. Weekend? She had housework, shopping, responsibilities. Plus, she needed rest. Tatyana felt stuck. She wanted to learn English, but she had no time, or so she thought.
Chapter 2. Tatyana's Discovery. One day, Tatyana was sitting on the metro, going to work as usual. The train was crowded, people everywhere, some standing, some sitting, everyone silent, everyone staring at their phones, scrolling through social media, looking at pictures, reading news, watching videos, doing nothing productive, just passing time. And suddenly, Tatyana realized something. She was one of them. She spent 1 hour on the metro to work, 1 hour back, 2 hours total every single day, 10 hours per week, 40 hours per month. What was she doing during these 2 hours? Nothing. Scrolling through Instagram, looking at her phone, wasting time, dead time. And in that moment, she had an idea. What if I used this time to study English? 2 hours every day. That is more than enough. I do not need to find new time. I just need to use the time I am already wasting. This was her breakthrough. Chapter 3. Tatyana's Method. The next day, Tatyana changed her routine. She got on the metro, but instead of opening Instagram, she opened a podcast app. She had downloaded English learning podcasts, free podcasts. She put in her headphones, she pressed play, and she listened for the entire 1-hour commute. At first, it was hard. The metro was noisy, people talking, train sounds. She could not concentrate, but she kept trying. After a few days, her brain adjusted. She learned to focus despite the noise. She listened every single day. 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. Different podcasts, some for beginners, some for intermediate learners. News podcasts, story podcasts, conversations, interviews. She just listened, not studying, not taking notes, just listening, absorbing. Her brain was getting used to English. After 1 month, she noticed something. She was understanding more. Words that confused her before now made sense. Phrases she never heard before were becoming familiar. She was learning, without studying, just by using her dead time. But listening was not enough. She wanted to speak, so she added something new: shadowing. She would listen to a sentence, then repeat it out loud, quietly, under her breath, so people on the metro would not hear. She felt a bit silly at first, but she did not care. She was learning. Listen, repeat, listen, repeat. Every day. 2 hours. Dead time becoming productive time. After 3 months, her pronunciation improved dramatically. After 6 months, she could understand podcasts without struggling. After 9 months, she started listening to audiobooks, real books, in English. Stories, self-help books, anything. She was consuming English for 2 hours every single day. And it cost her nothing. No extra time. She was using time she already had, time she used to waste scrolling. Chapter 4. What is dead time? Let me pause Tatyana's story here and explain something important. Dead time. What is it? Dead time is time you spend doing nothing productive. Not rest time, not relaxation time, not family time. Those are important. Those are not dead time. Dead time is time you spend in activities that give you nothing. No rest, no learning, no progress, no joy, just passing time. Examples of dead time. Commuting. Unless you are driving, commute time is dead time. You are sitting on a bus, train, metro, just waiting to arrive. Most people scroll their phones, look out the window, do nothing. This is dead time. Waiting. Waiting for appointments, waiting in lines, waiting for food, waiting for meetings to start. Most people just stand there or scroll their phones. Dead time.
Mindless scrolling, social media, not connecting with friends, not learning anything, just scrolling, looking at random content. This is dead time. Doing chores that do not require focus. Washing dishes, folding laundry, cleaning. Your hands are busy, but your mind is free. This is dead time. You could be listening to something, learning something. Light exercise, walking, jogging, going to the gym. Your body is working, but your ears are free. This is dead time for your mind. Now here is the important question. How much dead time do you have? Let us calculate. Average person, commute, 30 minutes each way. That is 1 hour per day. 5 hours per week. Waiting for things throughout the day, maybe 20 minutes total. Mindless scrolling. Studies show average person spends 2 to 3 hours per day on social media. Let us say half of that is dead time, 1 hour. Doing chores, 30 minutes per day. Light exercise or walking, maybe 30 minutes. Add it all up, 3 to 4 hours per day. Per day. That is 21 to 28 hours per week. More than a full-time job. You have more than 20 hours of dead time every single week, and you are doing nothing with it. Imagine if you used just half of that time, 10 hours per week, to learn something. In 1 year, that is 520 hours. Do you know what you can learn in 520 hours? A new language, a new skill, a new profession, anything. This is what Tatyana discovered. She found 2 hours per day in her commute, dead time, and she transformed it. Now let me tell you about Haruto.
Chapter 5. Haruto's Problem. Haruto was 28 years old. He lived in Toyota City, Japan. He worked in a factory, a car parts factory. Night shift, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., 8 hours. The work was repetitive. Stand at a machine, watch parts move, check for defects, put parts in boxes. Repeat, 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 for 8 hours, every night. The pay was okay, not great, but stable, safe. His family was proud, working for a big company, secure job. But Haruto was not happy. He felt like a machine. No creativity, no growth, no future. Just repeating the same task forever. He wanted something different. He wanted to create, to build, to design. He was interested in websites, in design, in technology. He wanted to learn web design, to become a web designer. Maybe freelance, maybe work remotely, maybe escape the factory. But he had a problem: time. He worked night shift 6 days a week. When he got home at 7 a.m., he was exhausted. He slept until 3 p.m., then he had a few hours before getting ready for work again. Those few hours were for eating, family, basic life. Where could he find time to study web design? Evening before work? He needed to rest. Sunday, his only day off? He needed that day for life, for rest, for family. Haruto felt trapped. He wanted to learn, but he had no time. Or so he thought. Chapter 6. Haruto's Discovery. One night at the factory, Haruto was on his break. The factory gave workers 3 breaks: 15 minutes at midnight, 30 minutes at 2 a.m., 15 minutes at 4 a.m. Total 1 hour per night. Most workers used breaks to smoke, to eat snacks,
to chat, to scroll their phones, to complain about work, to do nothing. Haruto usually did the same. But one night he saw something. One of his co-workers, an older man, was reading a book during break. Not a novel, a technical book about electrical engineering. Haruto asked him why. The man said, "I am preparing for a certification exam. If I pass, I can get promoted. I cannot study at home. Too many distractions. So I study here, during breaks. 15 minutes at a time. It adds up." Haruto thought about this. Breaks. 1 hour per night. 6 nights per week. 6 hours per week. 24 hours per month. He was wasting this time. Scrolling, complaining, doing nothing. What if he used this time to learn web design? 1 hour per night. Could he really learn something in 1 hour per night? He decided to try.
Chapter 7. Haruto's Method. Haruto made a plan. During his breaks, he would learn web design. But how? He could not bring a laptop to the factory. Not allowed. But he had his smartphone, and the factory had Wi-Fi for workers to use during breaks. So Haruto found resources, YouTube tutorials, free web design courses. He found a channel that taught HTML and CSS, the basics of web design. Each video was 10 to 15 minutes, perfect for his breaks. First break, midnight, 15 minutes. He watched one tutorial video about HTML basics. He took notes on his phone. Second break, 2 a.m., 30 minutes. He watched 2 more videos. He practiced writing code on his phone, using a code editor app. Just simple practice. Third break, 4 a.m., 15 minutes. He reviewed what he learned. He made small practice projects. 1 hour total per night. Not much, but consistent. Every single night. 6 nights per week. At first, it was hard. Web design is complex, and learning on a phone is not easy. But Haruto kept going. After 1 month, he understood HTML basics. After 2 months, he learned CSS. After 3 months, he started learning JavaScript. Slowly, bit by bit, 1 hour at a time. But here is what Haruto discovered. 1 hour of focused learning is better than 3 hours of distracted learning. During his breaks, there were no distractions. He could not go anywhere. He could not do anything else. Just 15 or 30 minutes of pure focus. Then, back to work. This forced focus made him learn faster. After 6 months, Haruto added something. On Sundays, his day off, he practiced for 2 hours in the morning, before his family woke up. 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. He sat at his computer. He built practice websites. He followed tutorials. He experimented. This was his weekly practice time, to apply what he learned during the week. So his total study time was 6 hours during factory breaks, 2 hours on Sunday morning, 8 hours per week. Not much, but consistent. Every single week. For 1 year. Chapter 8. 1 year later results. Let us see what happened to both of them after 1 year. Tatyana. 1 year of listening to English podcasts on the metro. 2 hours per day, 700 hours total. She was now fluent in English. Not perfect, but fluent. She could have conversations. She could understand native speakers. She could express complex ideas. She applied for one of those international medical company jobs. She had to do an interview in English. She was nervous, but she did it. She answered questions. She asked questions. She communicated. 2 weeks later, she got the job. The salary was 2.5 times her previous salary. Better conditions, better future, better life. All because she used her metro time. Dead time that she used to waste scrolling Instagram. Haruto. 1 year of learning web design during factory breaks, plus Sunday morning practice. About 400 hours total. He was now a capable web designer. Not expert level, but capable. He had built a portfolio, practice websites, projects. He posted them online. He started looking for freelance work, small jobs. Design a simple website for a local business. Create a landing page. Fix someone's website. Small jobs, but paying jobs. After 3 months of freelancing on weekends, he was making as much from freelance as from the factory. He made a decision. He quit the factory. He became a full-time freelance web designer, working from home, his own schedule, his own projects, freedom. All because he used his break time, dead time that he used to waste smoking and scrolling.
Chapter 9. The 7 Types of Dead Time. Now, let me teach you about the 7 types of dead time and how to use each one. Type 1. Commute time. If you commute by public transport, this is perfect learning time. Listen to podcasts, audiobooks, language lessons. If you drive, same thing, audio learning. 2 hours of commute per day equals 500 hours per year. You can learn a language, learn about any topic, get an education, just by using commute time. Type 2. Waiting time. Waiting for appointments, waiting in lines, waiting for meetings to start, waiting for food. Most people just scroll their phones. Instead, read articles, watch educational videos, review flashcards, study something. Even 5 minutes of waiting can be productive. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. It adds up to hours per week. Type 3. Chore time. Washing dishes, folding laundry, cleaning, simple meals. Your hands are busy, but your ears are free. Listen to podcasts, listen to audiobooks, listen to language lessons. Turn chore time into learning time. 1 hour of chores per day equals 365 hours per year. Type 4. Exercise time. Walking, jogging, going to the gym. Your body is working, but your mind can learn. Listen while exercising. Many people already do this, but they listen to music. Music is fine, but you could also learn. Type 5. Break time at work, like haruto. 15-minute break, 30-minute break, lunch break. Most people waste this time. Use it to learn. Watch 1 tutorial video. Read 1 article. Practice 1 skill. 15 minutes does not sound like much, but if you have 3 breaks per day, that is 45 minutes. That is 4 hours per week, 200 hours per year. Type 6. Early morning time. Wake up 30 minutes earlier before everyone else wakes up, before the day starts, before distractions. This is the most focused time of day. Use it to learn something difficult, something that requires concentration. 30 minutes per day equals 180 hours per year. Type 7. Mindless scrolling time. This is the biggest one. Most people spend 2 to 3 hours per day scrolling social media. Not all of that is wasted. Some is connecting with friends. Some is relaxation. but at least half is mindless. Just scrolling, looking at random content, feeling nothing, learning nothing. Cut that in half. Use 1 hour per day for learning instead. That is 365 hours per year. Add up all 7 types. Commute, 2 hours. Waiting, 20 minutes. Chores, 1 hour. Exercise, 30 minutes. Work breaks, 45 minutes. Early morning, 30 minutes. Reduced scrolling, 1 hour. Total, approximately 6 hours per day. That is 42 hours per week, 2,000 hours per year. Do you understand what this means? You have the equivalent of a full-time job in dead time every year. You just need to use it.
Chapter 10. How to use dead time effectively. But using dead time is not just about finding time. It is about using it effectively. Here are the rules. Rule 1. Match the activity to the time. Commute time is good for listening, podcasts, audiobooks. Not good for reading or watching videos, too much movement. Break time at work is good for watching short videos, reading articles. Not good for long, deep study, too short. Early morning is good for deep, focused work, writing code, practicing skills, doing exercises. Not good for passive learning, too valuable for that. Match the learning activity to the type of dead time. Rule 2. Focus on one skill. Do not try to learn 5 different things. Pick one. Tatyana picked English. Haruto picked web design. One skill. All dead time goes to that one skill. This is how you make real progress. Rule 3. Use the right tools. For listening, podcasts and audiobooks. For watching, YouTube and online courses. For practicing, apps and mobile tools. For deep work, laptop or notebook. Choose tools that fit the situation. Rule 4. Make it automatic. Do not decide every day whether to use dead time. Make it a routine. Tatyana did not decide each morning. She automatically put in headphones on the metro. Haruto did not decide each break. He automatically opened his learning app. Automatic routine. No decision fatigue. Just do it. Rule 5. Track your progress. Keep a simple log. How many hours this week? What did you learn? This keeps you motivated. You see the hours adding up. You see the progress. Rule 6. Combine dead time with active practice. Dead time alone is not enough for some skills. Tatyana listened during commute, but she also practiced speaking at home on weekends. Haruto learned during breaks, but he practiced building websites on Sunday mornings. Dead time for input and learning, active time for practice and application. Both together. Rule 7. Be patient. Dead time learning is slow. 1 hour here, 30 minutes there. It feels slow, but it compounds. After 1 month, you see little progress. After 3 months, you see some progress. After 6 months, you see real progress. After 1 year, you have a new skill. Trust the process.
Chapter 11. Your Dead Time Audit. Now I want you to do something. An audit. Look at your typical day. Write it down. Wake up time, commute, work, lunch, commute back, evening activities, sleep. Now identify your dead time. Where are you wasting time? Be honest. How much time on social media? How long is your commute? How long are your work breaks? Do you have chore time? Do you exercise? Add it up. How many hours of dead time do you have per day? Most people find 3 to 5 hours. Some find more. Now ask yourself, what do I want to learn? A new language, a new skill, a new profession, photography, programming, writing, business, marketing, anything. Pick one thing. Now match your dead time to learning methods. Commute equals listening. Breaks equals short videos. Chores equal podcasts. Exercise equals audiobooks. Early morning equals focused practice. Create a plan. Tomorrow morning, on the commute, I will listen to X. Tomorrow at lunch break, I will watch Y. Tomorrow evening during chores, I will listen to Z. Simple plan, then execute. Every single day for 1 year. And watch your life change.
Chapter 12. The Compound Effect. The secret of dead time learning is the compound effect. 1 hour per day does not seem like much, but 1 hour per day for 1 year is 365 hours. 365 hours is enough to become conversational in a new language, learn the basics of programming, learn graphic design, learn video editing, learn digital marketing, learn almost any skill to an employable level. Not expert, but competent. Enough to get a job, enough to freelance, enough to change careers. This is what Tatyana and Haruto discovered. Small amounts of time, used consistently, compound into massive results. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 day and underestimate what they can do in 1 year. They think, I need to study 4 hours today, but they cannot, so they do nothing. Instead, think, I will study 1 hour today, and tomorrow, and every day, for 1 year. This works. This is realistic. This is sustainable. And this changes everything.
This is the story of Tatyana and Haruto. Two people who had no time, but found time. Dead time. Time they were already wasting. Tatyana used her metro commute to learn English. 2 hours per day. 1 year later, she had a new job, better salary, better life. Haruto used his factory breaks to learn web design. 1 hour per day. 1 year later, he quit the factory, became a freelancer. Freedom. Both transformed their lives, not by finding new time, but by using the time they already had. Dead time. My name is Adam, and I want you to understand something. You have time. You just do not see it. You are wasting hours every single day. On your commute, on social media, waiting, scrolling, doing nothing. This is dead time, and dead time can become alive if you use it. Stop saying, I have no time. You have time. You have dead time. The question is not, do you have time? The question is, will you use it? Tatyana did. Haruto did. You can too. Pick one skill you want to learn. Find your dead time. Make a plan. Start tomorrow. 1 hour per day, every day, for 1 year, and see what happens. I promise you, your life will change. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to English Daily Progress for more stories about using your time wisely. Leave a comment and tell me, what is your dead time? How much do you have? What will you learn? I read every comment. And remember, dead time is not really dead. It is just sleeping. Wake it up, use it, transform it, and transform your life. See you in the next video. This is Adam, signing off.